It's about to go down.
It's lovely pass, and there he turns cleverly. Can he find a finish? Oh, he can!
Skill by Joshua, and a return right hand. Good counter right. Bullen is hurt. Second right hand. That clipped him as well. Now he goes in for the kill.
Well, Ricciardo is inching into the lead, and Ricciardo that win the Italian Grand Prix!
Iguodala running the floor.
Still leading the way with Cameroon in there too with the Netherlands.
And Musa makes it 4 goals in 2 World Cup matches.
The Monaco Grand Prix! Ricciardo triumphant in Monza.
Through Bowden, Barrett, and an early touch and an excellent...
Sports Orbit. We make the world go round.
Hello and welcome to this wonderful episode of Sports Orbit, reaching you from the Leadership Podcast Studio. My name is Afa Achu, and I'm right here with Sally Osman. Welcome to the show. So for our viewers, we have a lot in store for you on today's episode of Sports Orbit. In the next 30 minutes, we'll be letting you in on what's been going on in the exciting world of sport. Of course, we have plenty of Super Eagles news. As we all know, the AFCON is upon us, and in a couple of, I think roughly 2 weeks now, the competition will begin proper. So we'll have plenty of that. Of course, we have some wrestling news, we have boxing news, and of course, we'll give you a review of last night's EPL games, and of course, what's going to happen today. And to do all of that with me, Salifu is here. With me, Salifu, we begin our first story with news coming from the camp of the Super Eagles, where it has been revealed that the Super Eagles are planning to play against the Cameroonian club, Cotonsport of Cameroon. You know, we heard Eguavon talk about his non having plenty of time to be with the players and play some friendly, but here is a friendly, even though you might say the opponent might not be, what a lot of soccer fans would love to see, but it's still some sort of way to tune the boys up for the competition properly.
Yeah, just like he cried out yesterday that you would have loved to have a friendly match because of timing, they did not have any friendly match. Yes, well, just like you see, looking at the Cotonsport club of Cameroon, and then going to and there is this strong text for the Super Eagles going to Africa competition. I would definitely say no, because it's better to have one than none. But if I don't know what is the arrangement, I don't know what is any effort that has been made so far. Because ideally, I expected that the Nigerian Football Federations and the technical department have worked on the co-participants who are also going for Africa Cup of Nations. I read the most of the teams are already so far. Ethiopia is already there. South Sudan has already arrived in Cameroon. So as teams are arriving in Cameroon, just 4 days ago, they are all agreed an arrangement. Even the club outside the group can play friendly match. Play friendly match with the club outside your group just to warm up instead of set through for the Cotonsport sport club in the room. But what if it is just like you say, it's better than happen, but either they are going to get by the so forth. Just a warm up game. And let's hope that everyone will be able to make best use of these opportunities and test this player and give you a to test some of the players you have.
One of the things he said was that why the opponent is not really a stiff opponent, because he wasn't looking at the situation where it was going to be a very physically draining match, because you have to consider players' injuries and all of that. So that's why they decided to be. The whole idea of this really is just to see how the boys are, because you have it. That's how the first time you build them properly in a competitive game. Yes, so I think maybe that's why he decided to feel to got this friendly with this kind of club.
Yeah, we're not saying it's totally bad. Even though it's always that when you're going to competitions, coaches always have the fears of going to follow direct contact or a direct strong competition with them because of the injuries play. But play another co-competitor at the AFCON, probably from the other groups, is not in your group. Yeah, even those who are participating are also aware of the situation. So definitely to not be, it will be better than what I'm saying. If they are going to play another club, like for instance, playing Ethiopia who is not in your group, or playing Cote d'Ivoire who is not in your group, or playing Ghana who is not in your group, or any other, or Morocco, or any other club who are not in your group, so that you can have a strong text to give you a proper assessment of your club. Now you are settling for a club, it's not a club, Cotonsport of war, and I probably believe most of the team players who are going to play with Cotonsport are not going to talk like our national team players. So
Sure, definitely.
So those players have nothing at stake and they are going to lose. So definitely they may also be counterproductive because you are they may also God forbid they can also be physical attack contact against players.
Yeah.
So you can also be another club is also participating who is also conscious of not getting into what Cotonsport of Cameroon was are not having anything at stake. So they can go for a physical confrontation and the physical contact will probably put your player at risk.
All right, moving away from that, still this point was where the surgeon Professor Gianpaolo Tataro has declared that it will only take a miracle for Super Striker Victor Osimhen to represent the national team. You know, yesterday we discussed this matter at length, and there was something I said. I said I do not really think Osimhen was going to kick a ball at the AFCON because fine, he has the desire to play and all of that. But the doctors are saying, look, boy, we understand how much you want to represent your country, but these are the facts of ground, medically speaking. This is the issue. We can allow you go be a part of the tournament, but you are not stepping on the pitch.
You know, medical facts sometimes are not something to argue with. But and at the same time, there is a couple of issues that even some medical predictions has also did not come to stand. For instance, when Cameroon has a heart issues, the Italians were improving say that Cameroon will never play football again. But the Nigerians, after surviving that surgery of the heart issue, Cameroon played for how many years? Yes, we are not totally ruling out what the champion say. He knows better, he was not about to take him and what is good. But and just like the medical people have also that the bone issues have take almost about 60 days to 90 days to heal recovery. But the young man feel that he's strong enough fit that he can play. But to see that he will be completely ruled out of the platform. I don't agree with you, I'm not a medical expert. But what we always suggest, I want to always say that the Nigerian coaches or the Nigerian technical should not feel that Osimhen will be 100% available for the Super Eagles. We shouldn't rely on Osimhen 100%. Yes, he can play some couple of matches. He shouldn't even tell that he can play either 90 minutes of match. He can come in, bring him in the first half of the match or play like first half of the match or the last of the match and bring him as one of your joker. But as you can take him towards the last one and decide of the game. So, but to rely him absolutely, I don't think so. And I strongly believe that even the Bobo is saying that it's not that idea. That means that the informed decision of the inviting Dennis is also another top striker. So I think with Dennis in the team, I don't think Bobo the Nigerian coaching group will rely on the senior absolutely. I believe with the inform of bringing Dennis as informed, they are quite aware of the predicament of Osimhen. That they have like him, rather than the whole action to bring in Dennis.
Aside Osimhen and Dennis, don't you think you still have strikers on that team who we can still rely on? I mean, apart from even our traditional strikers, we still have proven. We still have one or two other players who can get the goals. I mean, we have Chukwueze there on his day; he can get a goal. Up front, we still have an award. We even have Igalo.
If you are talking of number 9, if you are talking of national number 9, we will be Osimhen. Like apart from Osimhen, we have Igalo, just like you mentioned. We have Awoni. We also have a guy. Awoni. We have Kelechi Iheanacho can also play national. Can also play number 9. So there we have in terms of the striking department. Also, is not like look at the bottom. We have almost 10 strikers on the team. So Osimhen, yes, we know he's one of the top, one of the best right of the but I don't think we need to lament, lament so much about Osimhen that is going to play or not to play. All we need to do work on the other available coaches and the available players to ensure that yes, Super Eagles get the best. And I don't striking department. I don't think we should worry about it. We should worry much about it. If there will be a midfield, will there be another game?
Maybe a case where we don't have maybe an entity for instance. You know that okay,
now there is much worry. But Osimhen, yes, it's something like but we have many replacements for this.
Still on Super Eagles news, of course, we're almost at the start of the Nations Cup in another few days' time. And of course, we are hearing reports that Chukwueze might be the last to report to camp, and this is due to the fact that he still has a couple of games to play for Villarreal before he finally reports to camp. They're actually playing Levante on the 3rd of January, and the reports are that it will be after this match that he likely reports to camp. In the past couple of days, we've seen a lot of coaches put in this kind of arrangements with players and their federations. Of course, the case of Sigimania and Musala, they're supposed to not be available for the Chelsea match, but the club had to, ensure that they play that match before departing for the AFCON. And now here we are seeing the same situation also with Chukwueze.
Yeah, Chukwueze, other reported in the camp before the game already. To me, there's not much about all these issues. The most important thing is you get the camp before the 5th of January, which is final to depart here to Cameroon. But what's that? Even as he's playing, it's also an advantage for him because he's also part of the preparation. Because he's going to play, he's playing for and also part of the preparation. They don't need to be around him, but they can work together and plan for the game. As I keep on saying, you hardly have a full house of the Super Eagles team until they don't come. That is sufficient. This situation is not a one. It's not all Africa teams who have poor players playing in the top league. Most of them are going to report to the camp late. So you don't expect like Mane and Salah to make sure they're not playing the camp on the after Monday after the Monday. So then there are several there are several cases of like that, but one thing that Chukwueze, yes, the most important he able to be available for the match. That is what that will all be need to be ready to available for the match. Just like because if you play against the Betis, it's also an added advantage and also hope that all are praying that we pray for injury free for the players for the match.
But if you check in that Chukwueze's game also operating the left-footed player, but he operates from the right, you still see that I think we still have one other quality player in the most who have also done well. In fact, when he played that position while Chukwueze was out, a lot of Nigerians didn't really miss Chukwueze.
But what is everybody would like to see is that in as much I'm not also the importance of someone is the dancing skill of which and the speed it possesses.
And he always has a way of breaking defenses, doing all those passes
and get connecting to the middle, connecting to the center. So that is one thing that he has. He has over other players the same way. He has dancing skill, he has a dribbling skill, and he has the speed that he can run down on the defense. So just like Super Eagles camp is expected to open in Abuja. But from what you have seen, I don't know any of there's any players
before the end of the day, people definitely.
Although expectedly before now, we're expected to have 20 players at least 20 players reporting the camp today. But yes, still this is just after 4, so we're still hoping that before midnight,
at least we'll hear about at least 10 players. All right, viewers, at this point, we'll go for a short break. When we come back, we'll still have a lot to stuff for you. Of course, the issue we talked about, Dennis, and of course, Dennis is in the news. Will he be at the AFCON? Will he not be? All that and many more will bring to you when we come back from this break.
For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.
Welcome back from that short break. You're still on to Sport Orbit, reaching you live from the Leadership Podcast Studio. Of course, next on the news, we spoke about tennis a couple of minutes ago, but here, Watford manager Claudio Ranieri has hinted that Dennis will not be going to the AFCON due to discrepancy in the timing of Nigeria's announcement and call-up. Yesterday, he outlined it in a press conference when he was asked about top scorer. Their star man as it is at this point in time. And Ranieri feels very, very sad and bitter of the possibility of losing Dennis. And he is coming to say that he is not sure if Dennis will make it, if you allow him to meet up with the national team. If he stands to carry out his threats, wouldn't this be a big blow to the Super Eagles?
Yeah, definitely it will be a big blow. We hope that his strength does not materialize into very, very big blow. Most especially that we are just talking about Victor Simon is not fully fit. Because in the absence of Victor Simon, we are looking at the Dennis as most likely on the replacement for Victor Simon to marshal the online attack. But what I've discovered is the yesterday defeat 4-1 loss in West Ham might have informed the to change his mind. But in his pre-match conference, where he said that he will be happy to release players for the AFCON after the new match, after the new year match, the first day of the January first match against Ham. But yesterday defeat, he was hoping that maybe they can return a favorable result against West Ham today, and probably get another favorable result against Tottenham. We're hoping that they can afford to allow the Davis and the lights to go pending until they came back from AFCON. But yesterday defeat make almost 4 matches than they are 4 matches that they have yet to secure a single point. So that have put them down into the relegation zone, and which Cameroon is most concerned that we are now in the danger zone, and now allowing him to be one of the top, if not his best strikers, his best players, going to leave them at this crucial time, at this very crucial time. It's a very, very, very disastrous for him. That's why he's trying to carry his brand. And he now found opportunities on the lapses of the Nigeria Football Federation, not sending the invitations to the player, but on time. But I don't know. According to him, they said the timing for the invitation of the player was not properly stated, and he's not happy. He's now going to click on that lapse is now to prevent Dennis from going for the AFCON competition. But why on my own, I'm just appealing that the Cameroonians should also look at the career of these players, because Dennis, as it is, also needs to be an international player.
Sure.
And for him going forward, and for him to develop for his career to build up, he needs international backing. So he needs to play for the Super Eagles to ensure to also build his image. So he shouldn't allow because of their depression in form, not to allow the Dennis to go for AFCON. But this is first invitation call for the national team, and not just call for the national, but a major tournament. So he should allow the strikers to go.
All right, away from that and straight into the Nigerian Professional Football League, where we have some matches today, and of course the star match for today will be the derby, the Northwest Derby between Cameroon United and Cameroon Pillars. This will happen in match day 3 of the competition. If we have other fixtures, we can have it while we analyze this. Salifu is another tough match for Cameroon Pillars. Cameroon lost their first match, played the draw in their second match, and this is their third game. As it stands, Caterpillars have just 1 point.
Yeah, you know, the Northwest Derby between the Caterpillars and Cameroon, there is one that the person they can't put off field and on field. You know, so they are just a neighbor. And often time when those two play or these two clubs come together, it will be a very noisy and nothing cracking between them. Most especially that now one interesting about this particular encounter is that the two teams are coming into this competition, are coming into this league on not the impressive start to the new season. For instance, Katsina United lost their first two matches, lost 3-0 to they lost 3-0 to River United and lost the second match to they also lost their second match. But now they're coming and now the same thing also goes to Caterpillar. Caterpillar were held to 1-1 draw. The goalless draw by Movie Star in their last match in Cameroon and lost their opening match to Aqua United. So definitely it's going to be a tough one because Katsina United as a host cannot afford to lose 3 straight in a row. At the same time, River Caterpillar, the Caterpillar, which also always considered as one of the favorites for the title, can also not afford even most challenge for the title for this time around. Can also afford for 3 matches without picking only 1 point. They can't play the game and just one point. So definitely it will be an interesting catastrophe for those that are the game of Matalion started for the cabinet for the football fans that between the North with the Castle. So let's see.
In other games, we have Heartland FC versus Canada, Lobby Stars versus Shooting Stars. That should be another to look at for Niger Tornadoes versus Abia Warriors. Sunshine Stars of Akure will host Enugu Rangers. Eyimba versus Rivers United. That should be a cracker also. MFN versus Plateau United. Remo Stars versus Nasarawa United. Want to look at for Akwa United Wiki Service. Akwa United champions will be at home to Gombe United, while of course we all know Katsina United will host Kano Pillars. Looking at this game, Salifu, which match do you think, or matches do you think they will be ones to really look out for?
Yes, another interesting. All the matches look very interesting on the paper, and both matches just the start of the season were just this match between. And definitely every club who wanted to survive the start of the league or to get to the continental game or whatever you want to do. This is the time to fight, start fighting for another last game. So definitely, even looking at the River United in clash, it will be another interesting clash. It will be another tough battle for the two sides. Both teams are very strong. Remember, both of them got dropped for the Cup Corporation Cup. So definitely, it should be an interesting game for Univers and River United. And at the same time, looking at the Remo Stars who are talking the league at the moment, they are just talking at the league with 6 points. They are yet to lose the match in their first 2 games. They have scored 5 goals, yet to concede any. So definitely, and coming against Nasarawa United, who are also yet to win a match this season. Nasarawa United played their first game 3-2 against Heartland. They played 3-2 away to Heartland, and their last match they were held with another one last year by Gombe United. So definitely against Remo Stars, who are yet to drop a point this season, maintain a clean sheet in their first 2 matches, score 5 goals that was really very, very tough clash. So we are going to see how Balanikiu and Beggar Gombote are going to manage the clash. So, but one thing is that Nasarawa United should be rest assured that if they lost to Remo Stars, it is definitely going to affect their captaincy. Most especially like last season, they almost come closer to get the continental to get one. We think towards ending of the season, they dropped before and they couldn't sustain the momentum they start from the beginning. So definitely, let's see how it's going to play out. But what is that? It will be another interesting side for the football. When Remo Stars was first in the Premier League, they beat Nasarawa United on their home because in the front leg. Nasarawa United give them the passion of their life. So definitely, let's see how it's going to be. Another match that we also watched out to is the clash between the Lobby Stars and the Shooting Stars. So it's going to be another interesting game to watch out. And at the same time, Gombe United, Wiki Tourist is also very interesting game. So, and at the same time, MFF against Plateau United is also be another from the start. MFF have lost their first 2 matches, and definitely they can't afford to lose another match to Plateau United.
Away from that to wrestling, where President of the Nigerian Wrestling Federation, Daniel Gali, has described the outgoing 2021 as one of the best years in the country is as far as wrestling is concerned. Some people, we all know that for the first time in our participation at the Olympics, we won a silver medal at the Olympics. And of course, Esther Kolawole also made history by becoming the first Nigerian medalist at the Under 23 World Championships after winning the bronze medal in the 57 kg event in Belgrade. I mean, looking at what he has said, I think I quite agree with him that it's been a wonderful year for wrestling in Nigeria, especially with Daniel Gali at the helm of affairs.
Yeah, honestly, I would like it or not. 2021 was a very successful year for the team of wrestling, even though the short of expectation, what we expected to have in the Olympic, we didn't get there. Going to the Olympic, wrestling was our best chance of opening our Facebook of getting a good medal. But unfortunately, something unusual happened. So, and every Nigerian was disappointed what happened when the Nigerian could not be able to miss the game that was given to her. So, when you lost to the Madonna girls. But one thing that either you like it or not, despite that, let's go really come from nowhere else and give us a bronze medal. And which is if you're talking about the Olympic by any standard, which is our first bronze medal in the last 30 years. In the Olympic. Last time we won a bronze medal was 2018 Beijing Olympics, where we won a bronze medal in football event. And at the same time, more importantly, that you look at the wrestling, this is the first time in 41 years that we also went to the Olympic game, and went to the Olympic, we not just went as a participant. So to make Nigeria, Team Nigeria in the game of wrestling, make their presence count. So, and at the same, looking at the whole, you give kudos to those in charge of the wrestling game in the year 2020. 2021 was a successful game of wrestling, and all we can only ask for that they should rest on their own. 2022 also present another big opportunity for the Nigerian game, for Nigerian wrestlers to ensure that yes, they carry the lift the game higher. Because Commonwealth game is on the card. It's on the card in 2023, and then it is another opportunity for the wrestlers, Nigerian wrestlers, to also play the same and increase their ranking in the game of wrestling.
All right, of course, we all know that quickly to boxing, the Joshua Usyk match is now for April 2022. The Gypsy King had hoped to fight at Alexander Usyk and unify the division, but the Ukrainian will face Anthony Joshua in April for the match, as according to boxing promoter at the end. Away from that, quickly we'll go to the APU results for last night. Some people interesting matches went down yesterday, but of course, the match that everybody is talking about seems to be the Leicester versus Liverpool match. Nobody expected anything serious from Leicester City, especially considering what they went through in the hands of Man City just a couple of days back. But coming to that match, Leicester City came to that match to make a point. And of course, their efforts paid off eventually when they ran away with all 3 points after a 1-0 defeat.
Yeah, congratulations to Leicester, and then was the hero of the match. And yesterday, I was not surprised by the result because I was telling one of the Liverpool fans when the game was going to start. I said you should expect that yes, Leicester is going to win this one that is. And I was telling you, it's not going to happen. Like, there's no how Leicester will beat Liverpool. So let's watch and see. Because if you watch the match against the last weekend match against the table toppers, Manchester City. Although in the first 5 minutes they were almost four goals down. But before you do the team and they almost scored 3 goals instantly and make the game 4-1. So they were all easy to us to make sure that they get the correct goal before trust that Guardiola was able to get into his eye and get something, get the magic and win the London match by 6-3 in the 9-2. But I believe that morale, that excitement, Manchester City, Leicester will bring that game into against Liverpool. And not just like even before the match, Nigeria forward, the Liverpool should be aware that they know how to host them. And in line with just say they know how to hold and they make the hot Liverpool. That defeat was a very painful defeat painful defeat for Liverpool.
Yes, help to extend Man City's lead at the top.
Yes, Man City was a bigger. Yes, Man City was a bigger beneficiary of that defeat.
Gradually slipping from every other team. We talk about the new contenders from Chelsea to Liverpool to United, and all of them, the title is gradually slipping. How far can Man City go? We'll look out for that. Anyway, in other EPL fixtures for tonight, of course, if my visa has that, interesting matches coming up tonight. Of course, yes, Chelsea will be again playing at home against Brighton. Brentford versus Manchester City, Everton, Newcastle. That should be one to look out for. And of course, so that's tomorrow actually. Tomorrow will be Everton, Newcastle, and of course, United, Burnley, Liverpool, Chelsea, Brighton, Brentford, Man City.
Yeah, very interesting. I think if you look at, for example, Brentford, I hope Brentford will be able to help other top Premier League club by hurt the Man City progress, because if Man City win this match tonight, then that will give them 9-point lead ahead of the second place Liverpool. And with 9-point lead, you can say going to the next season, you can say automatically or mathematically, Man City is gradually running with the title. Because with 9 points, it will take Liverpool to lose another match, another 3 matches. Because they need to lose another 3 matches for you to catch up. And why are you guaranteed that you are going to win all your own matches? So definitely we hope that Brentford, just like the way they damaged the people last night, they'll be able, but can they contain Man City we are seeing now? Let's say it's going to be it's going to be a better, and at the same time, Everton, Newcastle, Samaladas at this guy, Rafa Benitez at the Newcastle just left at Everton, just left Newcastle. So it will be another game against his former club. And the Newcastle having secured a draw against Manchester United, they'll be all full of confidence that yes, they can get a result at the Everton floor, at the Everton.
All right, viewers, for now, this is where we draw the curtain for that one. We'll keep an eye on these matches tonight and both in the FPFL land. When we come back tomorrow, we'll give you results of what's transpired in the matches today. Been nice having you, nice talking sports to you for the last about over 30 minutes. Salifu, once again, thanks for being on the show today. And until we come your way tomorrow again with another exciting and wonderful episode of Sports Orbit, my name is Afa Acho, your host. And until we meet again, stay safe out there and goodbye.
Thank you for watching. For sponsorship and advert placements, please contact 080-3688-6158. Last Word Leadership Podcast Studio. You have the last word.